Fullback Lee Dixon calmed their uncertainties after only 3 minutes. And that's his first goal for the Gunners. Ratcliffe suspended, Dave Watson hurt. Everton had a bit of a soft centre. Rocastle with a fine bit of creation. That's the Submerson, and that's Niall Quinn. He spent the season in the combination. A good goal from him and a vital one for Arsenal.
In footballing terms, this is the closest you'll get to a ride on the roller coaster. Just over a month ago, Liverpool were 19 points off the top. A change in Steve McMahon's fortunes, as significant as anything. Well, just like the Grand National, the Championship's a marathon, not a sprint. It's finishing power that counts. That and a bit of trickery as well. It takes guts to stay the course and ride the hurdles, whether the knocks be physical or personal. Brilliant Barnes, and Peter Beardsley's also answered his critics in recent weeks. Another good Liverpool build-up. Beardsley involved in midfield. He had a sparkling game. Now, Ray Houghton's one of the unsung heroes, sidesteps the bouquets as well as the brickbats, and finishes in style. It's the range of Liverpool's repertoire that's so awe-inspiring. John Aldridge can't play, you know. Remarkable that he lays on more than he scores. Beardsley's 8 in 9 games. It's also remarkable that Wednesday weren't too dispirited. It's no disgrace losing at Anfield. Dean Barrick's reply was only the 5th goal Bruce Grobbelaar's conceded in their 10-game winning sequence. And what a cracker it was. But Liverpool had the last word. It seems they'll have the last word in the Championship as well. A typical move, or is it just we take them for granted? Barnes taking his personal haul to 5 in 6. Liverpool averaging 3 a game since that winning habit became incurable.
Now let's take a look at Norwich at Highfield Road. Coventry City, something of Norwich's bogey team, but Norwich getting off to a flying start. Andy Townsend, Robert Fleck, good reactions from him, less than a quarter of an hour gone, and Norwich looking set for another away win. But Coventry want to finish in their best ever position, and the Sky Blues swiftly on terms. Speedy with a run, a good block from Gunn. David Phillips there with the rebound. Coventry superbly prompted by Speedy throughout. Really deserved the points. And the same two involved in the winning goal. This time, Phillips' shot that Gunn can't hold, and Speedy an appropriate scorer. A shocking week for Norwich, 3 defeats on the spin. Number 2 is Tim Bray. Park, both Middlesbrough and Southampton on the edge of the relegation whirlpool. Both need points more than entertainment bonuses. That's Gary Hamilton, though, and the Borough 1 up just before half-time. Skipper Tony Mowbray, the culprit, and Rod Wallace in with the equaliser early in the second half. Southampton, though, seem to be set for another win thanks to Neil Ruddock. Remember, his penalty ended their 20-match barren streak last week. A big deflection. And that's 2-1 to Southampton. Poor Paul going the wrong way. Ruddock in the action again. Good header, that one. 3-1 to the Saints. Bruce Rioch's side, though, showing huge resolve. I just wonder where they'd be without the goals of Bernie Slavin. Watch this one. Terrific individual effort from him. Flies in past Burridge, and that's 15 for Slavin this season. Middlesbrough brought on the substitute, 20-year-old Mark Burke, and just a couple of minutes to go. And it's Burke who gets the equaliser for 3-all. All very dramatic, but both the Borough and Southampton still very uncomfortable.
Villa called Newcastle's bluff. This was a game the Geordies had to win to convince the punters they'd more aces than jokers. Stuart Gray opened the scoring for Villa, who were 5 places better off when proceedings got underway. There was little to choose, though, in terms of morale. Villa's recent goals record, or lack of it, coupled with their away form, wasn't exactly comforting. David Platt's great effort after 74 minutes, though, gave them some breathing space. Well, as usual in Newcastle's case, a final flurry to fool the fans, or at least some of them. Glenn Roeder reduced the deficit and left the diehards believing in miracles. Mind you, Lazarus made a comeback, and so have Charlton in recent years.
Newcastle will confirm if you don't win your home matches, you're in trouble, and West Ham have only taken 3 points once at Upton Park all season. They've beaten Derby twice, though, but Gary Micklewhite's early goal was a painful blow for the Hammers. Leroy Rossignol soon equalised back after injury, but the Hammers squandered a string of chances. Middlesbrough and Southampton both come to Upton Park this week. It's looking though like West Ham +2 to go.
Trevor Francis says Queen's Park Rangers are now favourites to avoid relegation. Got off to a bad start though. Alan McDonald bringing down John Fashanu. His penalty, usual lazy, nonchalant style. And that's 4 goals in successive games for Big Fash. But Trevor Francis has also been very active in the transfer market. One of his signings got them level. Mark Falco putting in Colin Clark, his 3rd goal in 6 games since joining them from Southampton. Paul Parker's free kick as Rangers take the lead. Nigel Spackman's volley and his 1st goal for the club since joining them from Liverpool. Now this is Mark Falco, who's having a good little run. 3 goals in 4 games. Rangers with a nice cushion now. And they were to make it 4-1 in the second half. Francis has virtually reconstructed the midfield around Peter Reid. But that couldn't have been Reid, could it? A header? Well, it was, you know. 4-1 Rangers. But Wimbledon don't give up. Get the ball in the box, anything might happen. Lawrie Sanchez, lethal from 2 yards out. The man who scored the winner in the last major cup final here at Wembley. And in the dying minutes, once again, the ball put where they like it to be. And Dennis Wise makes it 4-3, but 3 valuable points for QPR.